There we go. Welcome, everybody, to Iconic TV Live. And we are talking today about making money while you sleep. This is part one of a 2.5, maybe 3-part series. It's definitely 2 parts, but we might have a lot of extra information. We might turn it into 3 parts because this is such a powerful topic. Even though you might think this is going to be really boring, I want you to stay awake and stay tuned because I'm going to show you something really exciting. And we're talking about how do you grow your business? How do you get more clients? How do you do it all without working so hard? And the power of email is what we're talking about. I know it's not new, it's not hot, it's not sexy, but it is absolutely necessary for you to grow and scale your business. So if you want to get more clients, if you want to have bigger ticket sales, one of the things that you want to employ as a strategy in your business is email. So what are we going to do today is we are going to show you a different spin and a different look at email. We're going to talk about incorporating chat GPT into an AI and all the fun stuff into your emails. Okay. Should you do it? Should you not? We're going to give you both sides of the equation. And we are going to show you 2 fast ways to get more emails out all the time. Now, in order to make sure I'm going to tailor this specifically to you, I'm going to do a quick poll. I want to see what you guys think, and then we'll let you know what the results are, what most people are doing, and actually what you should be doing. Now, there's 8 formulas that we're covering today, 8. So get your pieces of paper out. You might even want to type #replay right now because you're going to want these. When you do email, how many of you are here? Let me see first. Who's here for the first time? Who's here for the first time? Type a number 1 in the comments. If you've been here before, just type the word pro down below, okay? Now, there's a link up here for StreamYard. Why am I telling you this? Because I've got some really great things that I want to give you and show all of these tools that you can use tomorrow, or you could use them tonight. All right. So let me know who's here for the first time. Say hello. Put your name down below. Let me know where you're coming from. And I want to ask you guys, where are you right now? Right? Where are you as far as email, right? Because here's the thing on email. It's really all about the story. And we talked about this recently, right? Everybody has a story, but what's your story? Email is a form of storytelling, story writing. Now, what about those of you who say, well, I'm not really good at writing, okay? And maybe that's not why you do emails. You want to know how I left probably a little over $1 million on the table? I'll tell you what I did. When I started this company, I did it. And for the first 9 months, guess how many emails I did every week? 0, nothing. I didn't do anything. It took me 9.5 months to get to 1.4 million. Now, imagine if I would have done it. I think I would have brought in an extra. I would have doubled my results, okay? Because we were growing so fast and I didn't even touch email. I really didn't even have much of an email list, okay? Nowadays, guess what? Probably send out over 30,000 emails a month. So it's a big difference. So let me tell you, as you have desire to grow your business, this is the thing you want to do. Okay. So I want to see, and yes, we do some of this with AI, right? Because everyone's like, how do you do the AI? I'm going to show you. Half of this presentation is with that. But I want to do a quick survey. Let's see for you guys, what are you thinking? Are you using email? Are you not? Do you know there's 85% of all emails are spam? Did you guys know that? How many feel like you're part of that 85%, right? And Google filters out over 100 million emails and pulls them out so that you don't even see them and tags them as spam. Now, the question is, what if you're writing a really normal email, there's nothing in it, and it gets classified as spam? Well, you're missing so much of your message. And you know, one of the things that I'm going to tell you this little tip. If this is the only thing you get, this is going to make this half hour so worth it, okay? If you are sending out your emails with any shared provider, any shared source, maybe you're sending a link, maybe you have an affiliate link, maybe you have a really long URL and you want to use a URL shortener like Bitly or something like that. Well, guess what? If it's a shared link, it's going to go into the spam folder. And so think about this, all these places you want to have people click and go to, but if it's shared with anyone else, like maybe you're using something from your email provider and they have a shortener, but everybody uses that shortener, guess what? It's going to go into spam. So a lot of these things that we're going to teach you over the next 2 to 3 classes are going to be able to increase your deliverability, right? Increase the number of eyeballs and increase your sales. All right. So let's take a look at, before I go into the 8 formulas that you need, let's say hi to, let's say hi to Nadine. And I also want to let you guys know that Sandy and Della and Angie are our concierges today. We have some gifts for you guys at the end. So I want you to be able to type the hashtag whatever down below. But who else is here? Tony, I want to say hi to you. Elvine, good to see you here. Aaron, TJ, awesome to see you as always, one of my favorites. So let me go ahead and get started. Are you guys ready? Oh, thanks. Say hi, say love. How many of you love email? How many of you hate email? Okay, if you love it, put a love down below. Okay, just type love down below if you love sending emails, if you love making that. See, email is actually a strategy, okay, that needs a strategy. It's a strategy for your business, but you have to have a strategy around it. We're going to talk about that. And so let's do the first part of the poll. I'm going to do the poll throughout. Hello, Nadia. I'm glad you're here. We definitely have to catch up. So let's do the first one here. And I am curious, how often do you guys send out email? How many days do you send out emails in a week? Okay. So what I mean, like not individual emails, I got to email somebody, but like in bulk, like to your audience. Okay. Do you send them some information out once a week or maybe 0? Okay. If it's 0 or 1, put that number down in the comments. Okay. If you email your audience 2 to 4 times a week, okay, put that in there, or you can do red. Okay. And if you email your audience 5 or more times per week, you can put blue or 5. Okay. So green is 0 to 1, red 2 to 4. And I'm going to show you why this matters. Okay. And 5 or more is blue. Okay. So I see some zeros. Okay. And as I always say, it's okay. I'm not afraid of the number 0, right? I don't have an email list yet, right? Okay. Don't worry. That's how I started. Nothing, right? It was like crickets in there. It was like my mom, my dog. And now we have a lot that we have. Okay. So it can grow really quickly. So then if you're not doing it, like Nadia said, is she doesn't have an email list. If you're not doing email, what is the reason? You just don't like it. It doesn't work. It's not effective. What is the reason? Because I want to fix all those issues for you over these next few sessions. Because today we're going to talk about how do you actually get it to work. And then we're going to talk about what do you write in it, and then how do you actually make money off of it. Okay, that's how we're going to break this down over the next few sessions. Okay, so now that we know that, I have a question for you guys. And let's see, I think I'm going to ask you this one. Okay. How would you feel, or would you mind if every email that is sent to you is written with AI? Would you mind that? Yes or no? Like people aren't actually personally writing them. They're just going to like ChatGPT or something like that, some AI methodology, and having them auto-generated by the computer? Or do you prefer handwritten? Would you mind? No. I see Angie says no. Who else? Anyone says yes? Anyone says no? Let me know what you think. Okay. Yes, I would mind that. Okay. So we're going to kind of tally up these numbers so we can see. I'll follow up with you guys and let you know the total results next week. Okay. But let me know your feedback, because it depends on where you are. I'm going to show you solutions. Somebody else says, yes, I would mind. So I'd prefer them handwritten, human written, right? Okay. So great. Okay. Let me ask you, let's see. Let me ask you, hopefully I'm not repeating myself here. Okay. Now, how about for you? How about you writing emails? Should you use AI for emails, or should you just sit and write, from the heart, from your brain? What do you think? Should you use it? Now, I know I can see Angie here, and Angie, our community manager, is nodding. Yes, 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 yes. The 2 thumbs up. Yeah, she's doing the happy dance. She's like, yes, I want to use them for email. Who else? Who else? And maybe you don't do your emails. Someone says, no, you shouldn't. You should do it on your own. I love the feedback, you guys. This is really helpful. And I'm going to show you solutions, whichever side of the fence you're on. I'm going to show you some solutions. Okay. So if you guys, one of the reasons that you might not be doing emails or not doing a lot of them yet is maybe you're like, I don't know what to say. Anybody feel like that? I don't know what to write. Yes, yes, yes. It's so helpful, says Angie Langley. Okay. So we got 2 Angies in the house that say, yes, yes, I love it. And some people are saying, nope, nope, not yet. Okay. So, or maybe not at all. As a writer, I'm really torn, right? I love writing books. I spend about 3 hours a week writing emails. And so do I just stop? Right? Okay. Here's the thing. The question is, if we're doing everything with AI, are we learning anything? Are we learning the stuff, or are we just going in there, putting in a prompt and then spitting it out? But are we actually learning about our stuff? Are we researching our business? Are we researching our industry? Are we looking at competition? Are we learning about what we do and perfecting our craft, or are we cheating? What do you think? Okay. Now, currently, and for the last 4 years, I spend 4 hours a day perfecting my craft, studying it, mastering it, learning it, teaching it, doing whatever. Okay. Now, if I could just use AI, I was like, wow, there's 4 hours in my day. But is it the right thing? I don't know. If it delivers the right information, maybe. If it doesn't, maybe not. Let me know your feedback. Tell me what you think in the comments. Okay. If you need some help with that, by the way, I put together this. I just want to show it to you. If you guys want the information, this is the CEO Story Bank. Just type Story Bank, and I put together 24 different vaults. Okay. There's a minimum of 7 stories that you need to tell as an entrepreneur. And then the Story Bank has 24 different vaults. It's a collection of different stories that'll sell. They're all done for you. And there's space for you to add in your own. So you can have your own private vault of different things and stories that you can use in messaging and emails, and maybe you even want to write a book. Okay. If you want that, just type Story Bank, #Story Bank down below. I didn't make a slide for it or anything. It was a last minute thing. I really wanted to show it to you because it's an awesome, awesome tool. And if you have that tool already, let people know. And it's a great way to start getting confident about writing stories and getting samples and that sort of thing. So we know what you guys think. Should we use it? Should we not use it? Do you want to get them? How many emails are you sending out? And so the other question is, what does it take? Okay. What is a good email? So let me give you kind of a general summary of what a good email is, and then I'll do the 8 formulas that you need to do. So a good email needs to ignite imagination and desire. Okay. You've got to be part of that storytelling process. Is like, oh yeah, I could picture myself in there. Oh yeah, I wonder if I should have that, right? And you kind of start making them drool. You make them want to have that. Okay. So think about that. Are your emails igniting imagination and desire? Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Type Story Bank. If you want the Story Bank vaults, 24 different vaults of all kinds of different stories, testimonial stories, origin stories, missing out FOMO stories, all kinds of cool stories. Okay. So you got to ignite imagination and desire. What's the next thing that you need to do? Good emails need to focus on one core topic, just one thing. Okay, there's all kinds of noise out there, but what's the one thing that your email is going to focus on? If you're putting too much in there, people are going to get confused, right? More than 2 things or more, right? The confused mind is always going to say no. All right. So you don't want that. You want them to go, I'm curious about that. I think I want it. I think I'll click. Right? Or I think I'll call. What's the other element of emails that you need to do? It needs to spark curiosity and emotion. All right. So like, I wonder how that works. I wonder what that would look like. I wonder if that'll work for me. And emotion, like it could be good emotion or bad emotion, like, oh, I'm so tired of that happening, or oh, yeah, that was a great story. So, are you able to do that with your emails? And the fourth thing that you want to think about as far as good emails, they embody style and substance, right? Some people are all show with their email, and it's just all this flash and bang, but there's no substance. Like, I didn't get anything out of that, right? Do you ever feel like you read something, it was a long email, like, well, what was the point of that? Okay. And if you don't deliver the substance along with the style, people are going to stop reading your emails. Now, here's the thing, email and sales go hand in hand. All right. Let me tell you what I mean by that. So, this is what you have, kind of the cycle of your emails, right? There's kind of steps that you're going to go through, all right? And email is the precursor to sales. Your email sets your sales up for success. Think of it kind of like bowling, right? These are the pins that you set up, and then the sales call knocks it down, right? And knocks it out of the park. And now if you look at this, the email system is the exact same thing as the sales cycle, right? Why? Because sales are a byproduct of good emails, right? Sales come from good emails. If you got good emails, guess what? You have a lot easier chance of getting to your sales. So you don't have to know two systems. It's just one system, okay? It's called the up-level sales cycle. And you can actually incorporate that into your email. So it makes it really easy, all right? So let me show you. Are you guys ready for the 8 formulas? This is where you're going to want to take some notes, okay? I'm going to go through this really fast, but if you want this, because I'm going to go through it really fast, I'm going to show you the headlines, right, that you need to do to use in order to get your emails open, right? So let's go take a look at this. This is kind of a primer, all right? So now, bear with me because I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, so yes, I got a yes. All right. Hopefully, so this is kind of your copywriting primer for your emails. And let me see if I can take this full screen if I need it. Yeah, I usually don't work with PowerPoint, but we're going to give it a try. So let's see if I can make this work. Okay, so writing emails is super easy, right? Not. Okay. It's not. And there's a formula for it. And so that's what we want to go over. Okay. So this is where we're coming in. This is what we're talking about right now is the principles of copywriting. Now we're going to get into the meat and the potatoes and segmenting and all that other kind of stuff on part 2. But what is the point? You want your readers to open your email, to read your email, and then to do something. You need a call to action. You've got to get them to take action. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay. So what do you guys think is the ultimate goal of email? What do you think it is? What do you think the real ultimate goal of email is? Make money, get people to click. What do you think it is? Ultimately, the goal is to be engaging, okay? How engaging can you be? Can you get them to do something, right? And the best emails are the ones that are carefully crafted, lovingly crafted, I like to say, okay? So don't just write stuff. Yeah, connection is exactly it. Like you want them to connect, and how do you want them to connect? You want them to connect emotionally, right? So, as I said, email is a strategy for your business, and the strategy is it is your passive income, right? If you build a big email list, I want you to think about your email list. Type in below how many people are on your email list right now. Type that number in down below. Okay. How many of you would love passive income, right? When I do real estate and have real estate investments, I love it because I have passive income coming in all the time from that. So what about for you? How many emails do you have on your list? Type it in there, because here's the formula to figure out how rich you're going to be. Would you like to know how rich email is going to make you? Okay. So you already heard how many emails I send out a month, but here it is. The base strategy. Okay, Joe is it 5,000? Awesome. Base strategy, you should be making $1 a month for every email name you have on your list. Okay, so 185, 5,000. I have the 0. So what if you got passive income of $185 this month? Would you be okay with that? Cool. And it was nothing you had to do, really, right? Would you work a little harder to get more passive income? Absolutely. Okay, so you need a strategy around it. Now, if your emails, you might have a 10,000 list, but maybe you ignored it for 2 years. and then trying to go back. If you have a list like that, like I actually have a separate list of 7,000, and I kind of ignored it for a couple of years, and to warm it up again, there's a whole different strategy. Okay, so if you have one of those lists and you need a warm up, type warm up, and we'll hop on a call and get that to you. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 different ways coming up very shortly, how you're going to use this email money maker system. Okay, so absence doesn't make the heart grow fonder. Okay, I just want you to know that ignoring your list will not work. Okay, so the kind of fundamentals you need to get in the reader's head, right? You've heard this before. Start the conversation where they are now. Okay, just type warm up if you need a warm up of your email, if it got stale. Okay, you also need to craft the perfect subject line, and that is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to give you probably 40 or 50 headlines that you can use right now. Okay, and they all work. Okay, you need to have a compelling body copy. We're really going to go into that next week, and personalize your emails. Put a little touch of you. Okay, so even if you are using AI, you got to get a little touch of you in there. Okay, so here's the 8 formulas. Now keep in mind, these are pattern interrupts. This is the whole goal. You got to interrupt their pattern of whatever they're doing and get their attention. Right? Once you get their attention, you've got to engage them, and nothing is going to happen if you can't get them to open up the email. So here's the 8 formulas for headlines. Ready? Give me a ready. Somebody give me a ready, and I'll go. I'm not going to go until you say ready. And while we're waiting, if somebody does want the CEO story bank, type CEO, just type story bank, and we'll get you those vaults and everything else. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk really fast because I only have about 10, maybe 12 minutes, okay, until we have to go. So I want to make sure. Thank you, Joe. Glad you're ready. Not just ready. All right, let's go. The question headline, okay. I'm going to go through and read some of these for you. Question headlines. Can you relate to this? Do you feel like this too? What do you think about this idea? Do you feel exhausted without your morning coffee too? Do you make the same mistake I do, right? So these are headlines that you're asking them a question. What is the point? Engagement, right? So write down your favorite one and use that this week, okay? What's the next formula? The how-to, okay? People love how to do something, right? How-to is very common. How to quickly get 1,000 email subscribers. How to get that nasty stain out of your shirt. How to make 10 sales every single day. How to win friends and influence people. Okay. Do you see the formulas here? Okay. Let's take a look at the next one. Scarcity. Scarcity is important, right? People will do more to avoid loss than gain pleasure. So how do you ignite some scarcity? Only 2 days left. Almost out of stock. Get yours now. Only 3 hours left to register. This will be gone soon. Almost out of time. Only 4 spots left for a consultation. So how can you show that something is running out? People always want to get that. Have you ever noticed if you've ever done an event or made an offer, people wait till the last minute to buy? Yep. So that's why you want to use that in your headline. Now you can also use announcements. So an important update to our app, new, a faster way to get paid, introducing the best way to create beautiful photos, an invitation just for you. Okay, like, hey, this is like your megaphone. Okay, hey, look over here. Okay, that's how you want to pattern interrupt. Oh, listicles are a big deal. Okay, so the numbered list is a big thing. The 4 best email marketing tools you need to be using. 7 ways to beat anxiety today. 15 ways to build your email list. 8 methods for getting in shape quickly. 6 steps to overcome the blues, right? And I told you 8 formulas to write killer email headlines, okay? So how can you use a listicle, okay? So write these down. Tell me which ones you like. If you like one of them and you're going to use it, put it down. Put it down because we're going to follow up and make sure you're accountable, okay? We want to keep you accountable. The curiosity gap. This is a big one. And this is good not only in emails, but it's also great when you're messaging your audience. So how can you use that? Okay. A little known trick to bust belly fat. How many of you haven't seen that on a magazine, right? At the checkout counter. And by the way, pick up the Inquirer, look at some old issues of that. They have great headlines. Why do you think they make billions of dollars? He asked me a question I couldn't answer. Does that make you want to open it? Like, well, what was the question? What was the answer? Why couldn't you do it? Right? Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this. Most people get this completely wrong. I don't understand why this keeps happening, right? So it doesn't tell you much, but it makes you wonder, right? I sent a message to a few of you inviting you personally to come here. And I said, hey, come, I'm going to show you the new thing. But I didn't tell you what the new thing was, right? So that was an example of curiosity. Surprise is the next one. How can you put surprise in your emails? Which is the hot one for you? What Elvis Presley can teach you about email marketing. Unexpected lessons from A Bout with the Flu, or you could say pandemic or whatever, right? I'm so frustrated. Warning, this email will self-destruct in 5 minutes. Okay. So personalization, that's a big one. I'm curious. Type the word yes down below. If you got an email from me today, just type the word yes. I wanted to see who here is based off of an email. So type the word yes down below if you did get an email from me. I'm very curious. And let's see about personalization. How many of you use this? What's the most important word in everybody's vocabulary? Yes, somebody did. Great. It's their name, right? So personalize it with their name in there. Nadia, I don't know, right? Some people don't check their email. Some people do. I got to tell you, Angie did. So Tim, Elvis Presley can teach you a lot about email marketing. John, most people get this question wrong. I don't understand why this keeps happening, Mary. Have you ever had this happen to you, Melissa? Right? So just because you see your name in lights, right? People actually tend to look at it, right? That's that pattern interrupt. They're going to start looking over. So what do we want to do? We want to make you a genius email marketer. Okay. And so what I've done is put together a couple things to help you do that. If you need some help with this, okay, you can book a consultation with me. Like, hey, can you help me with my email? It's not working. Okay. We have a new offering that we're opening up to the public. Okay. And we have an email marketing agency. Some of you knew this, some of you did not, but it is a bespoke agency, meaning it's very custom. It's done for you. And because it's done for you and we write your emails and all that, it's very, how should I say? It's very limited, right? So if all 2,200 of you wanted us to do it for you, it wouldn't, because it's just too much, right? So when you customize it and you get them all out there, it takes a little bit of time, okay? But if you want to find out about it, just book a call, go to meetconnie.com, and we can look at your business and how to get you more leads, more clients through emails that are written professionally, right? And as a lot of you know, I'm a 3-time, going on 4-time #1 best-selling author, and I've done marketing for the 3rd largest pharmaceutical company in the world. So I kind of get it, right? But we'll analyze your business, your goals, see if it's a fit, and let you know what it looks like. It's totally free call, 0 risk, 0 obligation. So really don't worry about it. But I also want to show you the self-serve route. Okay. What if you want to do this by yourself? And you're like, honey, just show me what to do and I will do it. Line it up, tell me all the steps, and I'll take care of it. So this is what I want to give you. So I'm taking all the tools that we use to teach our team how do you do it, as well as our clients that pay us, $30,000 to $60,000 a year to help them. I want to show you how to do it for yourself if you're not there, right? So what this is a 12-piece email marketing money machine. Okay. It's a system, has 2 webinars in it on how to do it, 2 live trainings in there. There's a planner in there on how you set it up. There's the templates on how you actually write each email, right? What if you had a form just to follow, kind of fill in the blank template? A couple books on the details of it when you want to go really high level and the psychology of it and the story arcs and all of that kind of stuff. 2 action guides, 2 cheat sheets that you can just kind of have taped to your computer so you know what you're doing. 1 live email activation support call. So we will hop on the call with you, make sure you've got everything activated, and we're going to give you 30 days for free of our unlimited email software system. And that system does have in it a fake email detector, right? Don't you hate it when people give you fake emails? Well, if you keep sending out fake emails, guess what? It's going to ruin your score. Okay. And you'll get the free email money machine members area too. So it's going to keep everything in there and you can go in there and access it. We're not going to take it away from you. You can have access to it. As long as I'm breathing, you can have access to it. Okay. So does that make sense? It's actually really, really cool. Do you need help or do you want us to do it for you? The bottom line is you need to do email, okay? You need to be sending ideally every single day. Try to get 5 emails out a day. Just do Monday through Friday. Like we're trying and we're switching days, right? Because I love to write on Sunday. So that why not put my emails out on Sunday? Hopefully you guys got my Sunday email. And then there's an order that you do it, right? And there's a time of day that's very, very important. You get the times of day wrong and you kind of blow it all out. And then how do you know which segments of the email to send? Like, what do you send to who? Okay. How do you actually build that list so that you can add more passive income to your stream? So what is the point of having email, right? Or doing anything? You're doing a program, you're on YouTube, you're doing whatever. Your point should be to get email. Okay. Because the email is the way that you are going to grow and continue to grow your business without working so hard. You could do videos everywhere, all over the place, right? And a stream here, and a podcast here, and a reel here, and a post here. But what if they don't do anything? But email is direct, right? Mano a mano. It's personalized, it's intimacy. And that's why you need to do it. And most people, I would say 100% of the clients that we have brought in over the last 4 years have not done enough email. And when they do, you can see a considerable increase in their business. All right. But without it, it doesn't work. And I made this mistake, right? I worked so hard for 9.5 months, got to 1.4 million. I was like, oh, I never did email. And then we did it. And then we just kept growing. And that is the difference. I call it $1 million mistake, but imagine what would happen if you started doing it. And you start doing it right now, and it'll be a little bit. Some people unsubscribe. Thank you very much for clarifying that you're not my avatar. And then you keep growing it. And there's a lot of people that use social media, but they don't have a way to capture email. So we'll show you how to actually capture the email. And the way we do it saves us about 20 hours a week. So we don't have to do it manually. Okay. So if you want this, so the 2 webinars are in there. There's the 2 live trainings. There's the 21-day email planner. And why is it a 21-day email planner? Because we're going to do 3 weeks of this, right? And so we want you to start. You can start, tomorrow, whatever. And you can start and you can do it during the 3 weeks that we are here talking about using this passive system to grow your income. Now, of course, you can do ads. Right? Of course, you can do all the other things, but this isn't going to cost you money, right? You don't have to pay really per email. And there's a lot of email systems out there that you have to pay. But if you're using our software system, you actually don't have to pay per email. That's why I say unlimited emails. Okay. And so you get the 10-question formatter. Those are the 10 questions you need to ask yourself before you send out an email, right? And so you can, if you're going to use AI on your own, then put those questions in there so you get good prompts coming back to make sure your emails are spot on. Is this making sense? The whole goal is just to make it simple, follow a formula, and then get them out. Just keep getting them out. Okay. There's no excuse to not do email. All right. I'm guilty of it. And then you're going to get the 2 ebooks as well. And there's 2 cheat sheets that you're going to get. There's 2 action guides that you're also going to get, and the call. So you're going to hop on a call with me. We'll take a look and make sure everything is activated. So if you have any questions, we will take care of that for you. And you'll get a 30-day free use of our unlimited software system that we use every day. And what I mean by unlimited, you can send as many as you want. Most email clients will limit you, like, oh, you got 1,000 people. Now you have to pay a whole lot more. Okay. Ours doesn't do that. So you can put in as many emails. You can track them. That's very important. So you know who's doing what. You can split test in it. We'll talk about all this. You can segment it. You can have sequences, and an email follows an email automatically. If you're using like Google or Yahoo or something like that for your email system, it's not efficient, right? It's 100% manual. Okay. What do you guys think? Here's a quiz for you. Which one sends the most email? Apple or Google? Gmail or Apple? What do you guys think? Who does more email, Apple or Gmail? What do you think? And of course, everything is going to be housed in your own members area, so you can grab everything. So do you like this? Do you like this idea? Angie says Gmail. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'll tell you the answer. Gmail is huge, right? And they got YouTube. And Nadia says Apple. I'm wondering if you guys are saying whichever one you use or whichever one you own. So someone else says Gmail. Yeah, the actual answer is Apple. I was shocked. The whole point is, if you make this easy, you will do it, right? But right now, email is kind of hard. And that's why, I was like, I like to write, but sometimes I just don't like to think about my emails. Well, there's a formula, okay? And if you've heard of like wax on and wax off, that's part of our formula, right? And hashtag machine, like the slide kind of got crunched here, but hashtag machine if you want the system. Now, my team will reach out to you. It is late for us, so we will reach out to you, make sure you want it, and we'll get you the link and let you take a look at everything. You probably have that in the morning, but you have to go check yes, you guessed correctly. You'll check your DMs, your messages, and let us know your email. We'll send everything to you. Okay. And if you guys have some questions, let me know. I have one final survey question for you guys. Are you ready? Okay. Was this helpful? I just want this is like step 1. Like, let's start with, are you sending email? Should you send it? Yes, you should. You should start right now. Okay. But the most important thing once you do send that is the headline. If they don't open it from the headline, you're toast. Okay. So you have to get them to open it. Now, here's the final question. You guys ready? So put this final question in for you. Okay. For you and your business. What would you want to do? You have to do it. Okay. But what would you prefer? Would you prefer somebody to do it all for you so you don't have to think about it, so you can stay in your zone of genius and just do the thing that you like? Maybe it's talking with clients. Maybe it's the sales. Maybe it's speaking. Maybe it's creating your programs and courses. Maybe it's writing books, and just let somebody else do the heavy lifting for you. Or would you like to just say, you know what, I'm not at that stage. I'm getting started. I want to kind of do it on my own. Give me all the details and I'll do it for myself. Which one are you? Green or red? Done for you, right? DFY. And done by you, right? Self-serve. Okay. Let me know. We want to see what the votes look like. You have to do email. You have to do a lot more of it. Okay. So if you want them done for you, type DFY, right? If you want to do it for yourself, then just type self, okay, or self-serve. Now, if you do want to get the system, and just do it on your own. I'll show this again, what you get. Just type hashtag machine, and we'll even get you, I can't afford an agency, so I must DFY. Yeah, a lot of agencies can be very, very expensive. Most agencies start at around 5,000 just for hiring them. That's not counting the per email charge, etc. Okay, and some people say it depends. Yeah, and a lot of people like to self-serve to start, so that they know what to expect when they actually hire somebody, right? And they can say, okay, they're doing it right. I know that they need to do this. Okay. Have you ever hired somebody and you didn't know what you were doing, so you didn't know if they were doing it? They're like, oh, it takes so much time. Also, if you ever want to outsource it yourself and bring somebody in like a VA, then you know exactly what to do. You can even put them on that training system, in that email money system, and put them in the machine, let them study it, and they'll know what to do, right? So I highly recommend it for you guys. If you're not going to have somebody do it for you, there is a minimum number of emails or email list size that you need to in order to work with us. And so we can tell you that on the call. So if you want to find out about our Done For You service, then type DFY. And if you want to get the information and take a look at the email money system, that machine, will just type machine down below, and we will get you the link, and we'll send it over to you. You can take a look at it and decide if that's how you want to go. Either way, we definitely want to encourage you to get started. We are going to continue with part 2 next week. Okay, so next Tuesday at 5, we're going to show you how you actually pick the emails. How do you find them, right? How do you make sure you're getting the right emails and you know what to say? Like we talked about the headlines. Now, next time we're going to talk about the content. Okay, what do you put in it to get people to do it? And then how do you close every email? How you close it is very important. So I'm going to give you the magic 5. There's 5 things that you have to do when you close an email, and that if you do that, it can actually double your income. Okay, I have a guy who actually doubled his income just by doing those 5 things. So I will tell you that next week, and can't wait to see you then. If you have any questions at all, just type something down below. We will reach out to you and help you out. Have a great night, everybody. Yes, Sandy, type hashtag machine if you want the email money machine. See you guys later. Bye.